Let's take a closer look now at the uncertainty Trump's recent announcements have caused in the steel industry here in Canada. We're joined by Frank Crowder, president of the United Steelworkers Local 7135, representing workers at National Steel Car in Hamilton, Ontario. Thanks so much for making time for us this evening. Following the puck has not been easy, even here in the newsroom where we're surrounded by computers and reporters. How are you feeling at the end of this back and forth day?
It's very stressful for myself and for members. We really don't know what's going on. The biggest concern we have is the uncertainty. If we knew that the tariffs were going to hold, we could take action one way. If we don't know, we take action a different way. Our members are afraid, and they don't know if they're going to have jobs next week or next month.
Yeah, and tell us more about what you're hearing from your members.
A lot of members are concerned, and they're asking their union what we know. I've had conversations with our employer. Our employer feels the same way with the uncertainty. Workers, they're just scared. They want to know more information. They're not getting it. When we constantly hear that the tariffs are on and then they're off, we don't know where to turn. We don't know what our long-term position will be.
So at one point today, Trump was talking about 50%, then back down to 25%. That's still a big number. Do you have any sense of if that number sticks, how it's going to change operations at your company, the company that you represent workers at?
Yes, I work for National Steel Car. We make rail cars, which is made of steel. Trump's tariffs aren't just on the raw steel. He's made it clear that it will be on products that are made of steel. Most of our market is selling to the United States. We will have orders that will cancel. We won't be able to sign new orders. We just experienced a layoff over the Christmas break, and we believe it was strongly tied to the tariffs that were threatened. And we're just starting to get some of our workers back now for some of the contracts that are existing, but we don't know how much longer that will last.
5 years ago today, the COVID global pandemic was announced, and I mean, what a tumultuous change that was. So I just wonder, as a union leader, the uncertainty you're seeing now, is it like anything you've seen before?
It is unseen before. We were one of the lucky few. We were essential workers. We got to continue working through COVID as much as possible. There was only some small breaks where we went into lockdown, but for the most part, our workers continued. This time with tariffs and with what could be the end of orders that we receive, we could be out of work for an unknown period of time. If Trump is president for 4 years, will it last that long? We don't know.
If political leaders in Canada happen to be watching this, or their staff members at least, what's your message to them?
The United Steelworkers has openly said that we're looking for the federal government to expand and enforce any retaliatory tariffs on imports. We want them to target key industries, anything that's politically sensitive. We want them to implement a solid Buy Canadian strategy for all public infrastructure projects. We must leverage all our critical minerals and energy and push back against any U.S. trade aggressions.
All right, Frank, thank you very much for speaking with us tonight.
Thank you.
Frank Crowder, the president of United Steelworkers Local 7135, and he is in Hamilton.